Hey everybody, welcome back to Great Northwest Weaponry. This is Thomas, and today we are doing day at the range round 14, I believe. I got my hands on some 8mm Mauser, finally. It took a lot of looking, but as such, what we're doing today is an 8mm Mauser party. I've got 4 bolt action 8mm Mausers with me today. All 4 that we've taken a look at so far that belong to me, anyway, with the notable absence of the VZ24. I had intended to do 5 shots through each. As you may have noticed, I just only did 3 through the Kar98. I have one more shot in here. I kind of pulled a stupid and I fired the first shot, and then I wasn't sure if we were actually rolling, so I had to stop and check the camera. I don't want to waste ammo, so we're going to just stick with that. I'm going to put the last shot through this, and then we will take a look at what all we've got with us and start going through them 5 rounds at a time. So one more shot. Let's see if I can maintain the perfect score so far. Nailed it. All right, let's take a look at what we brought with us today. Again, we started with the Ankara M38 Turkish Mauser, and from here this is kind of the closest to an outlier that we have, though all of these are either based on a German design, modified from a German design, or just part of the actual Mauser 98 line. So again, this one kind of being the biggest outlier. From here we go to a Gew88 dated 1890. This one is the 8805 variation, and demos of all of these rifles have already been done. And we're kind of from here going to be just kind of moving forward in the timeline of German rifles. All of these, the 8805 included, are fitted to take 5-round stripper clips. The Gew88 initially would have been a N-block fed rifle, but this one was one that was sent to the Turks, so there is kind of actually a relation between this and the M38, as the M38 kind of spawned from this, and some variations of what you'll hear called M38 will actually be used from parts from a Gew88 rather than a Gew98, though the example that I have is more reminiscent of a 98. Speaking of the Gew98, that will be the next rifle we take a look at. One of my absolute favorites, 1913 Mauser Oberndorf Gew98, and then from there we will finish with my 1936 Irma Kar98k. So, as I said, we're going to start with the Gew88, and we're just going to kind of just chop it up and just do 5 rounds, 5 rounds, 5 rounds, little closing statement, and yeah, then we'll send you back on your way. 5 rounds. Gew8805. Got our target at about 90 to 100 yards. And if you recall from the last video that we posted, I kind of sucked it up in that one, and I already kind of feel like I redeemed myself for this one. And again, if you saw the last video, you'll know this. Video both of these the same day. So I'm gonna again go ahead and say that the last video was more a result of the rifle than of me, because this time I'm firing freehand, and so far, we'll see if this maintains, I'm actually doing better on the same distance of target. So anyway, 5 rounds, 8805. Two hits. It's about a 12-inch steel, by the way, just as a side note. We're kind of smoking out of the barrel there. Don't know if that shows up on camera. Anyway, on to the next Gew98. This rifle here is and will remain one of my absolute favorites. I'll never forget finally getting the Gew98. It was definitely one that I'd been wanting for a long time. So anyway, 5 rounds, here we go. Three for 5 on that one. On to the next. Again, we are ending with the Werk Kar98k. I've had a hard time making hits with this in the past. And again, as I've said in a lot of videos lately, but it is a fact, I've been having a really hard time getting ammo for a lot of these, so I'm not getting any of the practice that I would like to. But so far for this video, we've not done bad. 5 for 5, 4 for 5 on camera with the Ankara, which is really an underrated rifle. If you just want an 8mm Mauser bolt action military service rifle for shooting, you could definitely do worse than that. 2 for 5 with the Gew88. That's kind of, you know, more or less what I would expect from that one. 3 for 5 with the Gew98, and I was rushing it. I am confident that I can make 5 for 5 with that one. But with the Kar98k, you know, we'll see. Here we go. Clipped it on that one. Don't know if you would have heard it in the video, but I could see the target tilt a little bit and hear a little tink. 3 more. That's how I like to end it. 3 in a row, wrap it at the end. So yeah, maybe I just in the past have, for reasons unknown, had poor performance with this. But again, firing freehand, technically I was 4 out of 5 on that last 5. So happy with the results there, honestly. Glad I finally got to take these out. If you are an astute viewer, you may have noticed that one of my 8mm that I personally own that we've taken a look at wasn't shown here. This is partially because there was no relation to these other 4 aside from the cartridge, that one being the Hakim. Don't worry, I've got plans for hopefully not too far down the road to bring that out. I'm wanting to do a kind of a 50s shootout. I just picked up something really cool that we may be taking a look at here pretty soon. And if you stuck around to this point, I'm just going to go ahead and tell you what it was. I got myself a VZ52, so another Cold War era, you know, 1950s rifle. And I've got a few guns from the 50s, a few that we've taken a look at that were mine, a few that were friends. Probably won't get the ones back out that were friends for this this particular video that I have in mind, but just bear in mind, probably day at the range, maybe 16 or 17. I'm intending on doing something 50s loadout inspired. Day at the range 15, I think I already know what I'm going to do, and it's going to be European revolvers, because I've just not brought those all out at once before. So, anyway, also, with the fact that I've got my hands on some 8mm Mauser finally, I actually purchased, I think it was either 4 or 5 boxes. So we've got enough to make a few videos, and a few that you can expect in the near future. Gew98 versus Berthier model 1907-15, little World War I face-off. A number of World War II face-offs. We're definitely going to be pitting the Kar98k against Arisaka Type 99, Springfield model 1903A3, Enfield number 4 Mark I. There'll probably be more, but I've got some good stuff in the pipeline, and a lot of it is because I finally found the ever-elusive 8mm Mauser. So, anyway. Hope you all enjoyed the video. I certainly enjoyed shooting it, and I did, in fact, prove that it was not all me that was the problem in the last video. So, if you're watching this and you haven't watched the last video, that'll make sense if you go back and watch the most recent video. If you already watched it, here we go. Redemption. I don't suck as bad as I was afraid I was starting to. So, anyway, it's been Thomas, Great Northwest Weaponry, and I'll see you guys next time.